Hi Pisces, what's up? Happy New Year to us, 2026. We made it. Thank you, Lord. All right, this is going to be your collective reading for all Pisces. God has blessed it for us, so thank you, gracious Holy One. Listen, I don't have any particular format for this reading, Pisces. We're just gonna read, see what comes out, see what we get. So you apply it as best to you as you can, okay? We'll start with the tarot and then we will get us some fortune messages that will confirm or, further the messages of the tarot. So let's go with your Pisces. All right, Seven of Wands. So, into the new year, I feel like, yeah, you've been working hard to keep your position. There's some people or some situations that maybe have been trying to come for you or take what you got, but you've been fighting it. You've been saying, no, motherfucker, this is mine. Eight of Wands, I feel like you've been busy. I like the Eight of Wands because it is that forward motion. All of these wands are beholding something different. So this one is about, something, a passion project. This one is about a relationship. That one is about a different relationship. This one is about some kind of, financial thing. This one is, they're all different, but they're all moving forward. So I feel like, yeah, you've been really busy. Perhaps it could be busy with things that it could be different for all of you, but I think that with the Eight of Wands, it really does encompass things that require your energy. So that could be love things, that could be financial things, health things, just an array of stuff going on. These wands are also giving direction, letting you know that things are moving forward. There could be some kind of, synchronicities that are happening. So pay attention, because when the Eight of Wands is happening, it's like, hey, we're going this way. Don't look over there. Don't look over here. Don't look over there. Go this way. Okay, so you got some news that's coming that's gonna give you a lot of insight as to probably why these Seven of Wands have been happening. Maybe you just think, you're in a great position and people want it, but then this Eight of Wands information, news, travels comes in. It's not that people just want it. Maybe they just don't want you to have it or something like that. It kind of, develops the information or the situation with the Seven of Wands. I don't know, somebody may be blaming you, accusing you, finger pointing at you too. But yeah, I feel like this is just a message, especially 7 and 8, their synchronicity, the growth, it's the continuation, but just keep your nose to the grindstone, keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing, keep maintaining your position, keep giving it all your energy. It will not be in vain for you, Pisces. It will not. You got the Hierophant here, which is the major arcana of Taurus. So you might have a Taurus in your energy. You have Cancer here. The Chariot, which is the major arcana of Cancer. So, the Hierophant can represent many things. Mostly it is the spiritual, excuse me, the spiritual aspect. This could be about finding your faith, finding people of your faith who are kind of helping you, guide you in that area. The Hierophant would be like your pastor or your reverend or the priest or the monk or somebody like that who is, on the spiritual side, trying to help people do the right things, right? It's kind of that holy, sacred, guidance kind of energy, there could be, if there could be some kind of marriage here, some kind of love commitment, whether it's, about work or if it's personal, something here that's kind of maybe you're considering, or maybe this Taurus is considering, how do we make this official? How do we make it like a formal? Oh yeah, especially here with the Four of Wands here underneath too. Yeah, this is like some kind of commitment possibly here. And I like it with the Chariot because this is like saying, yes, move forward. This is your confirmation. You know, be unstoppable. Whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, take the energy of the Chariot and just go straight ahead. Don't let anything come in your way. And if it does, just run it over, you know, move it out of your way, because the Chariot always reaches its destination. There is no question about it. So whatever the Hierophant is to you, if it's a situation or a person, you know, it's like definitely take the spiritual route. Okay, you know, spiritual is, especially with the Seven of Wands, it's like if you've been fighting and working and trying to prove and working hard for things, it's like, don't forget about God. Don't forget to pray. Don't forget to meditate. Don't forget to, you know, study your holy scriptures and things like that, because you know what? It's real and it works. Okay, and so like just kind of being mindful, that will help you be more mindful of, you know, people and positions of authority. If you're having trouble, you know, with working to maintain your situation, it's like, okay, faith needs you to lean more on it. Okay, Pisces. Let's see what else is going on here. The Nine of Pentacles, love her. You know, she is very much, we're going to take this one, the Two of Wands. She's very much a hardworking woman. Okay, she works hard, but she also plays hard. She represents luxury. You know, a lot of times when I do readings and I get the Nine of Pentacles, it is about that, like, you know, during the day it might be strenuous and difficult, but she represents the luxury of hard work. You know what I mean? We don't just work hard just to do it. No, there's some rewards in hard work. And that's what the Nine of Pentacles represents to me. She's like, don't forget to treat yourself, you know. You're working hard. You're keeping your faith up. The Nine of Pentacles says, treat yourself. Go buy yourself, you know, that nice perfume, or go buy yourself that nice outfit, or go purchase those tickets to, you know, that concert or that show, first row, whatever. You know what I mean? She's reminding you to not just work to live, but live to work, not just, you guys know what that I'm trying to say. She reminds you not just to work to live, but live. You know, you're working, you got to enjoy this life. It's a brand new year. You know, like I say, faith is calling for you to be more dependent on it. And so, yeah, the Nine of Pentacles is a total woman of faith, whether you're male or female. She's like, you know what? I work hard. I know things are going to work out. Because you got this Two of Wands, which is, you know, of the minor cards, the Two of Wands is definitely one of my favorites, because it's showing you that something, you know, the world is in his hands. You know, he's going places. He's about to go places he hasn't been before. And that can be so exciting. It can be scary. You know, it can be like traveling to a new country or something like that, where you're like, okay, I've never been here, but I've been wanting to go, you know, and the opportunity has presented itself for you to go. So it's like, yeah, let's go. This is about travel, change, things that, you know, you could stay where you are, and that's totally fine. But you're in a place, you're in a position where it's like, you got the education, you got the means, you got the purpose, go for it. Okay, the Two of Wands, you know, you might be back, but you might not. You know, it could be a temporary trip, or it could be something more permanent where, you know, it's like, why not explore? Like, if you can, definitely, even if you have to go solo and then later you bring your family or your friends or whatever, but you might have to be the first one to kind of embark and take those steps. And it, again, if you're given those opportunities, if you're put in those situations, go for it. Why not? I don't know which one came out first, but we'll take them as they are. So you have number 33, which is concern. So this could be someone, it might be you, but it could be a parent or somebody who's older who is a bit concerned maybe for you, for your situation, because they see you working, they see you fighting, they see you trying, and it's like, okay, hope my Pisces is good. You know what I mean? It's not the concern where it's like super worried, but it is that concern of, you know, don't forget God. It could be that type of energy, okay? Number 15, the Lovers. So you have somebody or someone It's usually on the romantic scale. You know, I was mentioning earlier about marriage, some type of commitment. Maybe there's somebody special in your life, and you know, you're thinking about taking it official, making it very formal. You know, if you do, that love will be reciprocated. You know, I feel like with the lovers, you know, they're both in this embrace, right? It's not nobody's chasing the other. No, it's like, yep, right where you are, they are too. So if you are thinking about making things more committed, they will be more than happy to accept that commitment with you. And you have main male. This could be you. This could be somebody you're dealing with, but this is somebody who can really make some things happen for you. Could be that chariot energy over here. But the main male, just know he likes to be the main male. So, you know, this is somebody who is going to be the first, but he's also very helpful. You know, he's got a lot of connections. He knows a lot of people and a lot of things. And so he gonna be, you know, the main person, but he can also help you become, you know, more prevalent too, if that's what you're hoping to do. This could be somebody, you know, it could be the Hierophant, could be the Chariot, but he's usually a helper. Okay. So Pisces, speaking of help, I hope this one blessed you, my darling. Happy New Year to you. Like, subscribe, share, and I will talk to you soon.